catches fire from brownstones to bricks to local mechanic fix. Ain't a city on the planet that could do it like this. Terribly missed, especially when I left so young. But the impression on my brain is compared to none. I'm BK's son, raising the bricks of Brownsville. Where corner stores, dirty whores, and brothers with mud grills. But what always kept it real was Big Mama and them. Every project had a grandma, ain't no messing with them. Especially with Ken that links through these hood like chains. And if you ever hung the hair, that'd be the end of your name, end of your fame. You can forget about the last step. The sign won't for thin ice and you just made the wrong step. Quiet as kept, everything out here ain't bad. Blood brothers who born through harsh times and missing dads. Local professors sip the wisdom from the cup of knowledge. As younger, spread their legs to get the future options. See that sister on the corner used to sing for the Lord, but now she flip tricks for quick hits to fight them demons in the dome. And my brother gripping the chrome, selling crack to his own. Used to support 3 kids in a beautiful home. It ain't a place that I've been, nor any place that I roam, ever compared to the place I call home. Welcome to Brooklyn, home in the genius land of the brave, where a single mama with 5 jobs in the course of a day. The economy, it bothers me. We modern day slave, it's not a prophecy. They probably work you to your fucking grave. You sell your whole soul for a little bit of pay, then you wonder why so many people angry these days. It's not a black thing, it's a life thing. Yeah, I'm talking about my hood, but in your hood, it's probably the same thing. Hop on the A train just to clear my mind state, because the death toll and crime rate is on the rise like high state. The city that never sleep, where they dream of changing their fate. With that wrong hand to hanger lead you to a court date. They push, we don't break. Keep some food up on our kids' plate, and after that final push, we push back with a checkmate. Now that's my definition of a New York mind state. Now that's my definition of a New York mind state.
Yo, in the essence of dark is where it all sparks. The beating of hearts, interacting in the love-making art. It's funny how it sparks. That first casual glance, you lock eyes and our minds are now thinking of plans. Well, how you doing, miss? The first word that you speak, she says I'm fine and starts to smile. You peek the dimples in the cheek and now the ball's rolling. Adrenaline is on high, you say your name, she says her name, and now you're feeling the vibe. No longer thinking of appointments, all the time rolling by. Before you dip, she slips a number saying call me sometime. And you do, you talk for a while, everything's cool. And 2 weeks later, a one-on-one rendezvous. Now it's you and her chilling at the Cinemaplex. You start to vex, thinking to yourself, what could be next? So you act as if you never get a second chance. Now though with love was the reason you try to grab a hand. It's love's movement.
I'm feeling love's movement. I'm feeling love's movement. Baby, I came to win with you. I feel 100%. I'm feeling love's movement. I'm feeling love's movement. I'm feeling love's movement. Staying hard on my grind. I'll do anything to make it mine.
Passions ignite, cause everything you do is moving right. You start to feel this is the love of your life, you feel it, right? But temptation steps in, rocking the cutest grin. You see your heart tremble and the urge to sing. You walked this path before, but never again. The conflicting interest creeping out of the mist, knowing penalties for this. You say, excuse me, miss, but then you catch yourself. And then you ask for the time, knowing damn what that clock's like and no one truly has the time. You're blinded for a moment by the way that she moves. You got to get yourself together cause you'll be home soon. A sigh of relief, you just escaped the probable creep. You get home, open the door, Joe hits the floor. Your baby girl's butt naked watching the source awards. And now you really thank the Lord for not doing something so stupid. You passed the trial and now you're feeling the arrow of Cupid. You look into her eyes, ask her for the first time, and then you say, I thank the Lord, he made you mine.
I'm feeling
Love's
love's
movement.
movement. I'm feeling love's movement. I'm feeling love's movement. Baby, I came to win with you. I feel 100%. I'm feeling love's movement. I'm feeling love's movement. I'm feeling love's movement. Staying hard on my grind. I'll do anything to make it mine.
Just let me take some time with you, maybe shine with you is what we need to do to make this thing we have beautiful. I know we're caught up in the mix and everything is moving quick. It's just a circular patterns of love's movement. Would you like to take the time to let me run through your mind? We can move to something physical, but all a good time. Let's take the time to learn each other just to see what we see. This ain't a race against time, this is our destiny.
Damn, it feels good. good.
I got a man, he ain't really my man. I only hit him for bands. I got a man, he ain't really my man. I only hit him for bands. I got a man, he ain't really my man. I only hit him for bands. I got a friend, she ain't really my friend. I know she really a fan. I got some clout, my dick in their mouth. They talking about this thing about. I'm from the east, and she from the south, but she don't wanna bang it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now in the mix with the illest DJ in the galaxy, Johnny Stilo.
Money. Damn, it feels good. Damn, it feels good. Damn, it feels good.
He ain't really my man. I only hit him for bands. I got a friend, she ain't really my friend. I know she really a fan. I got some clout, my dick in their mouth. They talking about this thing about. I'm from the east, and she from the south, but she don't wanna bang it out. I got out east, and she from the south, but she don't wanna bang it out. I got out east, and she from the south, but she don't wanna bang it out. I got her up, she be running her mouth. Why did these niggas be eaters? I had to drop, and she stayed in the house. I really couldn't believe it. I know it thought, who was talking a lot, but when I see it, I be cheesing. I had it hot, right in front of a spot, and I ain't seen her all
Damn, it feels good.
You don't really want the smoke, you don't really want the beef. Man, these niggas is some jokes. I gotta lead a beef on scene.
Damn, it feels
Little
good.
nigga, you wait. Little nigga, you so. I'm really out in these streets. I'm what you wish you could. That's Sally on the beat. TJ on production. I'm the one that got a beat, but they can't do nothing.
Damn, it feels good.
Johnny Stilo.
I got a bitch, she really my bitch. All I do, I got a bitch, she really my bitch. All I got a bitch, she really my bitch. All I do is give a dick up in the whip. She be licking her lips and I be licking on them shits. You wanna fight? Let's make it a boat. These niggas be running their mouth. Yeah, I'm from the south. My name in their mouth. I show them what I'm really bold. I got a girl, she ain't really my girl. All we do is hit licks. And she like girls that like girls. Shorty really with this shit, she legit. So we ride around with them sticks. She got a grip, I got a grip. Yeah, we Bonnie Clyde type shit. They call me OG cause they know me. They know this shit that I did. I just slip in, put the tip in. I'm already up in the ridge. They don't want no smoke, they don't want no beef. Looking on my street and listen when I speak, nigga.
On my hip, so don't think I'm a lit dog. Don't try, gang them turn your block into a big fry. It's your bedtime, back, lay your ass down. Again, I chase dead guys. Now my legs tied, yeah, I bought big time. On my earth, my real side, solid turn they two time.
Now in the mix with the illest DJ in the galaxy, Johnny Stilo.
Damn, it feels good.
Johnny Stilo.
Get your bitch, dog. Why she all up on my dick, dog? I know why. It's cause she might make it rich, dog. 45 on my hip, so don't think I'm a lit, dog. On my hip, so don't think I'm a lit, dog. Don't try, gang them turn your block into a fish fry. It's your bedtime, goodbye, lay your ass down. Again, I chase dead guys. Now my legs tied, yeah, I bought big time. On my ears, my real side, solid turns, they too wide. I got too much pride, yeah, flexing all the time. From the bottom, then I climb, yeah, I came from mixing dimes. Dog shades like I'm spine, yeah, Versace's on my eyes, and I'm chilling with some fine. Six trucks,
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now in the mix with the illest DJ in the galaxy, Johnny Stilo.
We working, baby. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Big boss CEO on that sugar shit. I smoked that killer back to back on that Snoop shit.
Damn, it feels good.
6 trucks, 2 drop tops, 3
Check.
coupes, 2 photos.
We in here real heavy, baby. Atlanta, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We snapping up.
Think of it right now.
Damn, it feels
Big boss
good.
CEO on that sugar shit. I smoked that killer back to back on that Snoop shit.
Gotta talk about it. Every record I play, guarantee you I'm the only DJ who plays these records. Money, money, money.
Damn, it feels good. Damn, it feels good.
Money, 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 money.
Damn, it feels good. Damn, it feels good. Damn, it feels good.
One time, let's talk about it. Shout out SNS and the whole crew. Jim Jones, what's going on, baby? Exclusive right here, you only hit it today. Shout out everybody on Instagram, we just hit 13.5, let's talk about it.
Damn, it feels good. Damn, it feels good.
I remember when we had the packs out. I remember when we had the packs out. I remember when we had the packs out. Now I hit the stage in front of packed house. Shorty wanna do me in this trap house. Feel like Killer Cam when I blow it back out. I'ma hit the Dougie with my leg up. I'ma hit the Dougie with my leg up. I'ma hit the Dougie with my leg up. She feeling nice as we I remember when we had the packs out. Now I hit the stage in front of packed house. Shorty wanna do me in this trap house. Feel like Killer Cam when I blow it back out. Feel like Killer Cam when I blow it back out. Feel like Killer Cam when I blow it back house. Feel like Killer Cam when I blow it back out. I'ma hit the Dougie with my leg up. I'ma hit the Dougie with my leg up. I'ma hit the Dougie with my leg up. She feeling nice as you. Harlem, boy, I'm more than money.
Johnny Steve.
She gon' let me hit and get my brother some.
Damn, it feels good.
Nigga had these, I don't want none of them. They come for money, but they ain't gon' make money come. Tell them love me now before they all love me. They ain't stand up guys, them all funny. I'm tryna stack long money. I'm on the paper chase. Gorillas with me rockin' bathing, they looking like 38. In my own lane, leave me alone. In my own lane, leave me alone. In my own lane, leave me alone. Act like dog, in my own lane, leave me alone. The bad guy like Scarface, Razor Ramon on Apes and Broadway with blacks and all yays, with cracks and strong haze, McRacks and always. I'm in the building, I'm puffing exotic, my liquor is spilling. You want it, I got it, you copping, I'm pitching, I'm pulling the business. Insane kick game, lovely. So clean, so fresh, like Dougie, it's the cat. I remember when we had the packs out. Now I hit the stage in front of packed house. Shorty wanna do me in this trap house. Feel like Killer Cam when I blow it back out. I'ma hit the Dougie with my leg up. I'ma hit the Dougie with my leg up. I'ma hit the Dougie with my leg up. She feeling nice as we done put up bread.
Cap on. Me and Cam is like Fritz and Hen. Getting money like A when he was rocking that fisherman. First started the hustle, wanted to be like Richard Savile. Now all niggas I watch hustling, I'm richer than Facto. Put locks on the block just like kissing them. Please don't call a phone cause you know the cops is listening. This is pure water, every rock in the watch is glistening. Throw ice in the sky for my light, I'll be missing them. So you can line them up and I'ma shoot them down. Past 20 summers in Harlem, I let my roof come down. The boy do clean up nice when I be suited down. They gon' spin a block, you better move around. Stick on the left, 30 shots that go on the waist. Don't play with the kid, 30 shots that go in your face. If I jump in the whip and the coppers pull, you know it's a race. If I'm crossing the bridge, the first stop I go to the gate.
I remember when we had them packs out. Now I hit the stage in front of packed house. Shorty, you wanna do me in this trap house? Feel like Killer Cam when I'm never packed out.
Yeah, I just wanna rap, I just wanna vibe, I just wanna make you wanna feel this all the time. I just wanna kick it with you till they call it time. Take a trip to San Fran, see the 49ers. I don't know if your clothes really designer, but I'm feeling our souls, they sort of line up. And when you needin' a boost, I help you climb up. So we got the juice, the other shit is behind us.
Check.
Yours is on. Oh, we good.
We're good.
We lit. We good. We on. I'm on. That's a quality microphone. Quality. Hey, man, we work with Les, yo. This is Butter on a Bagel podcast.
What?
And we over here. Shout out to Johnny Stilo, doing it on the ones and twos as always. My man, always.
I can talk back. I can talk back now. Can you?
Oh yeah, cause you mic'd up now.
I got a mic now. Oh.
Yeah, so you in now.
This is all he wanted.
So we leveling up. It's a level up every week over here. That's what's up. See, we trying to bring access to you, the people, the listeners. Our friends, our family, and even just, people that don't even know who we are. We're just trying to bring access, a little bit of our lives, what we do, and bring in some artists, community leaders, entrepreneurs. We got one of the best DJs in the city out here, Johnny Stilo.
Thank you.
My man Visionary, holding it down. And my daughter Jasmine as the co-host.
Ooh. Hello, everyone.
Hello. So this was a crazy week. I know it's starting to get cold out again.
It's freezing.
And there's a lockdown, right?
And things are locked down now.
Right? Oh man.
Yeah, we're going backwards again.
I'm not mad because it's about to snow, so I'll be in the house anyway.
That's one way to look at it. Yeah. Nobody wants to go outside anyway, so lock it down. It's all good.
New England's all right.
It's all good.
Especially after 10 p.m. it feels like below 30 out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brick out there, man. That's why I don't mind staying home either, but if we stay home, then how we gonna make money though? That's the thing. Like I gotta get out and work because I don't get no checks and no stimulus.
Getting another stimulus.
I don't think anyone's getting a stimulus right now. I think it's just we are unstimulated.
Make that a hashtag, stimmy for everyone.
Yeah. What's up, Biden?
Right? Since you the man, throw us $2,000.
Yeah, man. See what he could do, man. He's got to do something better, right? So maybe we get more this time.
$5,000.
Yeah, maybe $5,000
to every citizen.
That would be nice. But either way, if that is not the case and we don't get free money from the government, which I really never expect anyways, we still got to get out there and we still got to work anyways. So, I just shout out to everybody who's out there in the front lines, who's still working as essential workers out there, not just, nurses and healthcare workers, which is very important. There's essential workers everywhere. It's just the people that's working in the stores, working in, where do you work, bro?
GameStop.
Yeah, GameStop. Yo,
that is
GameStop
there for entertainment.
Is definitely essential right now.
Like, well, it's the Bible, then GameStop.
Yeah. I know GameStop is up there right now because everybody's getting the
PS5.
What is it? The new PS.
If we're talking about GameStop, I'm gonna take credit for Taco Bell too. I'm taking credit for Taco Bell too.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell is right there with GameStop. Taco Bell and GameStop, they
We're
go
like
hand in
the
hand.
highest of the high up there, God tier.
Oh yes.
Taco stop.
Taco stop.
We on
That's all you really need in life, really, is just tacos and games.
That's
In a
really it.
lockdown, no problem. Tacos,
Tacos,
games. You're
games.
good.
Boom.
You're good. For years. For years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Let's get the CEOs on that.
I know, man.
But at the same time, though, I had my man's put me onto a conspiracy. How crazy at this $550 system's coming out when nobody got money.
That's true. So the PS5 is what? How much is it?
$550 after taxes?
That's it. That's it. 500.
$550
That's
after
it.
tax?
I
What you
thought
mean?
I
That's
thought people were
it.
talking about like it was a 1,000.
No, it's
you
500.
can buy it off somebody for $1,000. Like you can't get it
Oh.
no more. Like you gotta wait till like next year type thing. But
So they're 500. But nobody got money right now because nobody could work, and
Exactly.
and
So
you
it's
know the
like-
economy's going down. But they're selling a $500 game system.
right. And then it's all digital.
Oh,
But
so you
mind
don't put
all the
put the
games is
in.
like what, $100, $80?
Like 60, 80, yeah.
No, they're not 60 no more. They're like 80,
Yeah.
70, right? 70, yeah, 70 to 100. That's crazy.
So the games are all $70 to $100.
So that's all
and the
$600
system
is
is $500.
And then you want another control, that's another $100.
Mm-hmm.
Headset, $100. Then you need the PlayStation Network. That's $10.
$10.
Wow.
just to spice up your
Wow.
life.
That's crazy. I wanna know who's getting these games and these systems like at that crazy. That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy. And I love games too, but
Yeah, that's a nice $1,000. If you round it up, it's like $1,000.
that's a lot of money to play video games, man. I ain't mad at them though because you know what? I love Call of Duty, so I ain't
yeah,
I ain't
that Call
even
of
mad
Duty
at them.
is
I play Call
crazy.
of Duty. I play Call of Duty. I don't have it, but I'll play my
That's when you get it.
friends got
There's a reason
Yeah.
why you don't got it right now. There's a reason why.
If I did have that system, I would want to play it and to make sure that I get my worth out of
Get
it.
your money's worth.
You know. So that's what's up. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat today. Shout out Joe Montero, my boy Joe. Shout out Susan, that's my auntie. I love you, auntie.
Ooh.
Shout out Kristen. Shout out Lysandra.
Shout out to everybody following
Shout
the
out
Butter
David
on the Bagel
Rodriguez.
Podcast Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see y'all working on the Instagram.
Yeah, we on the Instagram. Follow us on Instagram.
It's not a hashtag no more. It's an @ now, right?
Yeah.
It's just like an @ it. Yeah.
Yeah, we got an actual Instagram page.
We're going to pump that up.
Butter on a Bagel podcast on Instagram. Join that. Also, the YouTube page, Butter on a Bagel podcast, YouTube. Please subscribe to that because
yes.
that's where we're going to put all the content is going to be on YouTube.
Yes.
So that way
We're
we can
moving
just-
on up from Facebook, y'all.
Yeah, we're going to move up from Facebook. We're going to move from Facebook.
We're all getting promotions today.
Yeah, we're promoting.
What?
So, yeah, just little things. I feel week by week, we add something new to the table. Bring something new to it week by week.
Oh,
we
speaking
build.
of week by week, we got the freestyle coming up.
Yeah. Wait, what?
The freestyle.
The cipher?
That's the cipher.
Yeah, the cipher's coming up. We're going to do a cipher December 1st.
We got a name for it?
Butter on a Bagel podcast cipher.
Oh, boom, number one.
The Butter on a Bagel cipher.
Right.
The Bob P. Cipher.
Yeah.
The Bob
We're
P.
going to call it
Yeah, Bob
the
P.
butter,
Cipher.
The Butter cipher. The Bob cipher.
Bob Cipher, right?
And we got some real good artists coming on for that. Today, we have Dreamville Chach coming today. Dreamville Chach is a real lit young artist that's coming up, making his moves, and coming up out here, doing real good things as far as the video production's looking real good, the sound's looking real good, and the bars. This kid got bars, so you actually got some real good bars, and I was impressed.
about it.
And I've been listening to him. For the last few weeks. He's got a lot of good stuff. I'm really impressed. So we're gonna have him on the show, talk about some of his moves, and I want to talk about his Goodfellas video. The Goodfellas video.
And I want a freestyle from him.
You want to get a freestyle from him?
We need a Butter on a Bagel podcast official freestyle.
We're going to get the first freestyle today.
First freestyle
We're
today,
going
right?
to see if we can do
Yeah.
that. And he's going to be here.
And the
He's going to be here
Goodfellas,
around 8
yeah.
o'clock.
I wonder if he got merch with him to show off to the camera.
I don't know. He's coming from work, so
So
I don't know what he's going to have with him, but, he's dedicated. So
definitely.
He's dedicated.
Coming from work to the interview. Woo.
Yeah. So he'll be here soon. He'll be here at 8 o'clock, and we're gonna talk about his upcoming projects. And that'll be cool. We also gonna talk a little bit about the Jessica Vega interview that we did. It
Yep.
was last Friday that we shot the video
Mhm.
at Water Place Park, and we had a nice time that night. I thought that it was nice.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice night.
A good time. Went downtown. We went to the Trinity Bear Gardens down there.
It's beautiful.
They had a comedy show. We were watching that for a little bit. That's over near next to the ice skating rink
Mhm.
in Kennedy Plaza.
Mhm.
So that was nice. Went to Water Place Park, which was really, really nice scenery there. We took some pictures and did the interview, and it came out really good. We're just editing it and getting it all right so we can have that just done really well. And our guy Joe Montero is taking care of that for us. So shout out to Joe Montero for that. The Jessica Vega interview, I felt like she was just really positive
Yeah, and powerful and passionate.
and smart.
Yeah.
Like, I can see why she won.
Yeah.
Because she was like really smart. Like, she knew exactly her plan, and she knew exactly what to say. And I was just really impressed by her.
Yeah, definitely had some insight on things that, I wouldn't even think of, like just over the top opinions that were just mind blowing.
Yeah, I mean, her coming from Central Falls too, I think she just had a lot of love for that city,
For sure.
which you could see,
Mhm.
and that comes out. So that comes out in the interview. And also, I thought it was nice she was talking about her grandmother.
Yeah.
How with her grandmother, she was just really close to her growing up, and her
Mhm.
grandmother always was there to listen to her, to give
Yeah.
her support. And I feel like she takes a lot of that in what she does now, and she just wants to, help people and give support back to the community.
Yeah, I mean, she credited where she is now to her grandmother. She said herself she probably wouldn't be a politician if her grandmother hadn't been there to influence her. And it's crazy what
huge.
family can do for you.
That is. How about you? Am I influencing you to be a politician at all?
I
You
don't
wanna run
want to
for
be a
president?
politician, but you influenced me to do a podcast. So there's that.
That's cool.
Can't see politics in my future, though.
Not politics? Nah, I don't
No.
blame you. That's a crazy game to get into.
Yeah.
It's so necessary, though, because we need to be represented by more people that come from the places where we come from.
I think this generation growing up will change a lot. I think there's definitely some powerful people coming up that deserve a place in our government. I think it's coming.
You see it coming?
I
You
see
it
it
happening?
coming.
This is your
I see
generation
it
that's coming up
coming.
now. So
I mean,
y'all gotta make
there's
sure
a
that
lot
happens, right?
There's a lot of backlash on my generation. Even like my generation, the generation above me, the millennials and the Gen Z. There's a lot of backlash on us, but I think there's a lot of also underestimation going on. But something's gonna happen, and it's not that far away.
Facts. I think it's huge underestimation with the younger generation right now.
Yep.
The importance of having them and bringing them along with us on this journey. I remember when I was a kid, it felt like a lot of times, the kids they throw them at the kids' table.
Right.
They're just throwing at the
Yep.
children's table, which is, that's kind of how rite of passage, I guess. That's how you got to grow up. You got to start, and you respect your elders, respect your grown-ups. But I just feel now that the young generation right now is just so much more smarter and advanced than we were when we were children. Not saying that we weren't smart or anything, or we were dumb or anything, because that's not the case. It's just the different types of technology and just the different things that you've been doing ever since you were born. Now I feel like you guys really know more of the truth, and it's easier if you find what's real out
Right.
there. Because there's just so much fake stuff that's put out through the media or on TV or in every day. Like, the things that we watch or look at is a lot of things that's just for aesthetic. It's just for flashy lights. And
Right.
just, and it's gonna get your attention.
Yeah, I think if anyone can navigate through the fake stuff and find the real stuff in all of this technology, I think it's us. Like, we grew up on this stuff. We know what's real, what's fake. We have classes on it now, which sources you can use and all that, and papers. Like, at this point, there's really no excuse for our generation to not know what's out there.
You feel like there's some people in a generation that's really gonna be able to take it to the next level and come up with some of these systems that like what's not working right now you'll be able to fix. But what about the people that don't care in your generation? Do you still? I feel like there was always some people that do care, but there's always some people that don't care. Like how can you reach
I
the
think
ones
that's
that don't?
I think
that
that's
make
every
sure-
generation though. I think it's for some people it's hard to find like influence and motivation to get involved with things they really don't think has anything to do with them. And I mean I see it in my generation. I think maybe because growing up, kids are sort of told, you know, you're a kid, what do you know, and all that stuff. I think eventually it'll get to a point where some of us will come around, but I think there are those people in every generation. You know, you've got the older people thinking their vote doesn't matter, or they really don't have any say in politics. And I think some people just take a spark, and that spark isn't the same for everybody.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot with obviously people who could vote in this election that didn't vote in the last election. You know, people finally realizing that it matters to them and what they say matters to other people. I think it's just one really important thing has to hit somebody in order for them to kick it into gear and finally understand why everyone says it's so important, you know?
Yeah, it's true, because without, talking about it and making the awareness that the importance of it, I don't think that we would have been able to get it done.
Right.
I feel like it took really a nation of people talking about voting and making sure everyone gets out to vote this time.
Right.
And I think was all the difference in the world.
And making voting accessible for more people. You know, it was so hard to vote in the last election. It's been hard to vote for people for centuries, since voting became a thing in this country and in any country. It's, just people in power putting requirements on the citizens and all that.
They make everything you gotta jump through hoops to do.
Exactly.
They made it simpler. You just had to register. And I personally I registered at an event I went to, and they came up with the clipboard. It was I think it was an Emancipation Day event we did at Roger Williams Park, and we had some brothers from one of the frats. And they were passing around the clipboards, and I signed up right then and there. And I was the first one. I said, you know what? I'm gonna sign up right now.
Right.
I'm gonna show people, this is what we doing this year. We voting.
I mean, Gen Z had a thing at their event. They always have a booth set up. If you want to register, you can register. When you got your license, could you pre-register when you got your license?
Yeah, I think there's a box sometimes you could check off to say, do you want to register to vote?
Yeah.
So it's always good just to check that off.
Because I know I did that when I got my license, when I got my permit, but also in driver's ed, they gave us 2-3 day lesson on voting and how to register and all that. I think it's just a matter of making things more accessible.
That's funny. So they gave you they were talking about during your driver's ed?
Yeah, I don't know if it was the driver's ed, the new curriculum for it, but my teacher, she went into depth about voting and what registering meant and which parties you affiliated with, and you get there and it's sort of, okay, I learned about it, now I don't really have an excuse not to do it,
That's just interesting to me, because at that age you're not
thinking about it.
You're not ready to vote yet. Well, you're not old enough to vote yet, so
yeah,
it was
but
just interesting that they were talking about that during driver's ed.
I mean, at the same time, though, we're not that far. When I got my license, I was 16. You can vote when you're 18. It's not that far. When I was going through driver's ed, our next election was the election that just happened. So all the kids that I went to driver's ed with that turned 18 before now, they're thinking back on that lesson, and suddenly voting matters to them,
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to let people know the importance of it. And then you never know. Maybe afterwards you go home and you talk to your parents about it, or your uncles or your cousin, you'd be like, yeah, well, what'd you do? Oh, we were talking about voting. Maybe just that talking about it gets people to think about it,
Mhm.
what gets people to find out how to actually do it.
Mhm.
And I think that was the reason why there were so many people that turned out. The voting
Right.
numbers
Record
were,
turnout.
It was a record turnout.
Yep.
So
Especially in the 18 to 25 age category. Just
Yeah.
the most. It was crazy.
So wait, so is it official yet?
Technically not.
So it's technically not official yet.
Technically not official. Trump hasn't conceded yet. They're still fighting to recount votes in numerous states.
They're still recounting votes in these
There-
states.
There are some states that are just recounting them because it's protocol for them to recount them. There are some
I just
states
picture-
that Trump and Biden, they're both, calling for recounts in certain states.
Right.
It's not official yet, but
Well, yeah, see, Trump is blocking the transition. Is
yeah.
what it is.
I mean,
Trump
he said
is
he was going to do it.
blocking Biden's transition. What kind of damage you think that could do to the country, as far as him blocking, as him not being totally accepting of the transition, which I guess is, it's kind of the thing where like you want to be a gracious winner and a gracious loser sometimes.
When it comes down to it, January 20th is going to come, and if Biden wins, Biden's the president. Can't go against the Constitution. I mean,
right.
there's nothing he can do about it after a certain point. He can fight it all he wants. He can count for revotes as many times as he wants. Nobody has to listen to him. I mean, the president doesn't have that much power. They have a lot of sway, but it'll come to a point where he doesn't have much of a choice but to give it up.
Right. So that basically, I think what you're saying is it's not up to him.
No.
It's not up to him whether he can stay in charge. Legally, he can try to do what he can, but it's up to the people.
Right. I mean,
It's up to the voters.
Right. I mean, pretty much every president in the last few months of their last term do things to make it difficult for the next president, passing executive orders that the other president needs time to undo. Like, every president's done it. There's never really been a fight against the system as much as there is during this election. But at the end of the day, it always comes down to the next president's the next president.
One thing I really am happy about, though, how America does it, how we do it here, is it is a peaceful transition. Even though there's people on both sides that have opinions and they get angry at each other and all this and that. We'll talk about that in a second because there was a rally that they had in Warwick where I guess some of the
I drove right
supporters,
through it.
They got into a fight, whatever. We'll talk about that in a second. But what I was saying was, but in America, these transitions of power are generally they're peaceful because we're a democratic system. We vote for who we want, no matter how long it takes. Whatever they say that is wrong about counting the votes, it doesn't matter. We voted. They're gonna count them, and that's how our transitions of power go.
I think that's what happens.
That's something. That's a good part
Yeah.
about America. Just I know a lot of people hate on America and the government and all this and two-party system, but when you comes down to it, it is a peaceful transition of power that we have here.
I think that's
some places don't have that. Some places
Yeah.
are violent.
I think that's just what happens when you go into a position of power and you say, here, like, I'm here for my 4 or 8 years. I'm going to do what I can and don't do what I can't. And when it's my time to give it up, it's my time to give it up. I think that's just when you have that morality and you have that mindset going into it, I think that's what makes it easy. I mean, George Washington, our first president, he had all of the power to say, I'm going to keep going. There was no rule against him not running a third time. And he said at the end of his 8th year, I'm not running again.
Imagine if Trump was one of our original founding fathers.
I mean, Washington said it. He said, eventually we're going to get to a point where a president's going to take too much power. And we're not going to make ourselves like the that we fought against. You know,
Right.
eventually the
Right.
person in power has to give up power.
Right.
Otherwise, things are just going to go south. And he
Right.
predicted it as first president of the United States. You know, he didn't know who was going to come out of it. He didn't know what was going to come out of it. All he knew was that we just fought a revolution to get away from Britain, and I'm not going to be the same type of leader.
That's true. So I'm not surprised that Trump is not conceding the power easily. I want to go in on him, but I also know that I do have friends that are Trump supporters. I do have friends that do like Trump. So I don't want to go in too hard on the guy. You know what I'm saying? I want to show respect. We can leave that
No,
for
I
other
don't.
people. I know you
No,
don't
I
want
don't.
to. I know you don't want
No.
to, but you know, we can't go in too hard on him sometimes because at the same time
You can. You definitely can.
Well, you can, but at the same
You have
time,
that. You have more than that right to do that.
what I'm saying is, what I would rather hope is that as he leaves office, he does something good and goes out on a good note, and we'll see if that happens.
That's being hopeful. I think he's had
We'll
4
see.
years
We'll
to do
see.
that.
We'll see
and
what happens. All I know is I don't think that he played sports when he was younger because
He
that is
wrestled.
one thing. Like when you win,
Didn't he wrestle? Wasn't he a
when you-
wrestler?
But I'm saying when you win a game, or whether you lose a game, what do you do at the end of the game?
Get pissed.
No,
Get pissed
wrong.
that you lost.
No, you.
Yeah,
You
sure.
shake hands with the other team. You know that.
Yeah.
Nah, but when you win, you shake hands with the other team. When
Yeah.
you lose, you shake hands with the other
Mhm.
team. So we're gonna get off that subject. We'll talk about that another time.
Sure.
And the last thing I wanted to talk. Oh, what was it? Basically, we're gonna read some of the new Providence COVID-19 information that they've posted on the website, where the mayor talked today about the status of where we are as a city and what's going on with shutting down, and they actually he went live today. The Mayor Alorza went live today and spoke about some of the new plans for what's going to happen. So we're going to talk about that as well. There's a website that they have. It's pvdcovid19.com, and that has all the information about what's going on with, whether if you're sick or what the city's doing about it, what you can do to protect yourself in the community, how many cases does Providence have, just the data. There's data that you can go as a resource. So we'll talk about that website too as well. And yeah, so now we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna go into, Jasmine has something that she wrote for the Gen Z blog, that she was a part of the Gen Z blog, which was a youth organization run by the youth that does events in organized fashion, and really well, and it's run by youth, and she had a chance to blog for them, so we're gonna read that as well. And this would be the time where we would play a commercial. So we're calling out to business owners, if anybody wants to have commercial or ad space that we have and take advantage of it, we're gonna have a lot of ad space moving forward because we're not going nowhere. We're gonna keep doing this for a while, right, Jazz?
Yep.
We're gonna be doing this for a while, so there is gonna be ad space. So this is where we could run a commercial for any businesses that, during these times and COVID, even just to let people know that your business is still running safe. There's different ways that you can take advantage of what we're doing, and that is also the reason why we do it, because it's not just because we want to get up here and talk.
Right.
There's just a lot of things that need to be talked about that we're providing a platform so people come on our show and talk. But there's also ways to take advantage of what we're doing for your own benefit as a business. And as we grow, hopefully we can show people that we're professional about this and that we do take this seriously. And we'll be able to show the numbers or the reach that we have is a pretty high reach. And we're always working on expanding that reach in a professional way. So this would be a time where we could have commercials played. So just want to throw that out there that you could have commercials on our podcast moving forward. And this is only our 5th one. This is only our 5th or 6th one we've done. So just think about that. We have about another 20 that we're going to be doing here at the Juice. So really just take advantage of that. And we're going to get into some music. Dreamville Chach is going to be coming up at 8 o'clock. And this is Butter on a Bagel podcast.
What?
Man, it's Jawsy Boy, and you rocking with the one and only Johnny Stilo, and this is my single entitled Kickback, featuring my dog Street Code K.
Sit back. Bit wild like Dante. Alright, running. Woke up early to some big racks. Draco got a little kickback. My life a moving life, sit back. I make a big wall like some thumb tags. Count it up and make it flip. Got a net full of drill, yeah. Shawty wanna ride the wave. I'm a little take a sip, yeah. Money coming in blue. Push the button, lose the roof. I started off in the Chevy. She topped me off in the coupe. When I got the phone, it was black, but I painted it red. I've been recording all day. You been talking to the feds. Put some money on your face. A couple shots to your head. Like all my presidents dead. Trap baby going fed. And I like my bitch bad. And she came with a bag. And her head game mean. She it like she mad. Chopper sound like a chainsaw. Slide on her, let it rip. You up on a rent. Cause your daddy was a snitch. Banana clips on the stick. Fiber optic with the beans on it. If I pull up with the bag, I know some niggas that'll kill for it. Woke up early to some big racks. Draco got a little kickback. My life a moving life, sit back. I make that big wall like some thumb tag. Count it up and make it flip. Got a net full of drill, yeah. Shawty wanna ride the wave. I'm a little take a sip, yeah. Woke up early to some big racks. Draco got a little kickback. My life a moving life, sit back. I make that big wall like some thumb tag. Count it up and make it flip. Got a net full of drill, yeah. Shawty wanna ride the wave. I'm a little take a sip.
Sauce on me, that rag go on trippin'. Banana clips for these orangutans, no slip. Still curl on the shooter. Kinda blue cheese, smoke blue cheese. Blue on the counter on trust. My tongue through it and my thumb bleed. Don't play around with these niggas. Who the beefin' with niggas? Any problems, I'ma hit where it hurt. Send my shit to get your bitch. We bouncing up on base. Ain't no capping around this. So I got big old gun.
Georgia boy for this one, baby. Let's talk about it.
Sideways. I'm too cool for these. I'm 3 cool for these lanes. Don't even want your little dusty ass chick, but I wanna live the sleep. Y'all been a decent, been a bitch. Kinda fit on that shit. Ain't no squares in my circle. Everybody 100, bitch.
Woke up early to some big racks. Draco got a little kickback. My life a moving life, sit back. I make a big wall like some thumb tag. Count it up and make it flip. Got a net full of drill, yeah. Shawty wanna ride the wave. I'm a little take a sip, yeah. Money coming in blue. Push the button, lose the roof. I started off in the Chevy. She topped me off in the coupe. When I got the phone, it was black, but I painted it red. I've been recording all day. You been talking to the phone.
Hold on. Cap G, King Code. Y'all got stupid on this one, man. I can't lie.
Damn, it feels good.
Johnny Stilo.
My salsa. My salsa. My salsa. She say she like my salsa. I'm dripping all the salsa. The way she move her nalgas might take her to mi casa. Mommy, yeah. Ben aquí, King Cole. So me llamo in case you ain't know. Respected all the shit in my flow.
Hold on. 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 Shout out to Holy Wife and Lucci, baby. What's good?
Damn, it feels good.
All we know is burglary, robbery. Play with us and get man down. Just another memory. I can't let it take me down. It's either him or me. Yeah, man, you know we don't back down. We got artillery. It hard trying to swallow my pride. Too many people been telling me lies. Too many been telling me lies. Too many trying to play with my mind. Yeah, hate if you play with the guys. How you got beat but ain't nobody died. Yeah, don't play with my lies. Somebody give me a reason to try. Somebody give me a reason to try. Watch how I give him a reason to die. I got that heat, he ain't leaving my side. We treat him like a bride. Stop calling my phone, the pressure is on. We ain't putting to the side. He texting my phone, he gotta be shown. Down my head, I reply. I been trying to put a snake in the sky. All these down snakes in the sky. Love ain't nothing but hate in the sky. These bullets making harmonize. The streets got it traumatized. Jesus told it, travel down. We told it, more fire. So we went about more fire. With burglary, robbery. Play with us and get man down. Just another memory. I can't let it take me down. It's either him or me. Yeah, man, you know we don't back down. Got artillery. Thug like pop. So I take the thug life on my chest. I ain't got no regret. Kill for my respect. Say we gon' crash. You ain't trying to wreck. I don't do the internet. Look, I don't do the tip for tat. In the CTS Cadillac. Be cool. Know it's up when we see you up. When it's up, we gon' pop out. Let that weed down, bring the blocks out. We gon' drive by. We gon' hop out. They ain't talking about what we talking about. When it beef, then pop out. What them up, bring that mop out. Settle.
Don't need your bag, just give me your time. I wouldn't care if that's how you
Aria, stop slacking. Send me them jobs, baby girl, talk about it.
Damn, it feels good.
With no cap, one of the strings attached. Got a wondering where it's at. I'm looking for something more. I'm looking for something more. I'm looking for something more. Something real so deep.
Damn, it feels good.
Kind of love that's enough for a thug like me.
Johnny Steve.
I need a thug love, the kind of love that make me feel some. I need a new that's a real one. Tell me, are you that somebody? 'Cause I don't do this shit with everybody. I need a thug love, the kind of love that make me feel some. I need a new that's a real one. Tell me, are you that somebody? 'Cause I don't do this shit with everybody.
I need that thug. Let him know who you slap my out in public. Choking me while you curse me out of a dumb shit. That be exciting me. That make me want you in some. Tell me your secrets, I won't leak ish. But just don't ever lie to me. You couldn't name it better than anything else you be settling. You get wetter than all these. You sick up, I got some new medicine. The head is fire, sat on the spit till you satisfied. You got a one that's bad as I. God is my alibi, you know the vibe.
I need a thug love, the kind of love that make me feel some. I need a new that's a real one. Tell me, are you that somebody? 'Cause I don't do this shit with everybody. I need a thug love, the kind of love that make me feel some. I need a new that's a real one. Tell me,
Yo, K-Mac, you got one for the streets, killer? Let's talk about it.
I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is blood money marathon. I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is blood money marathon. You can catch me with a dime piece. Me and the money is Siamese. Diamonds in my timepiece. Diamonds in my timepiece. Yeah. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is blood money marathon.
K-Mac.
They
say get money. Truly a hustling, far from a dummy. Children can't sleep with no food on their tummy. Count every penny, I'm real about this money. Deep in the trenches, y'all think it's a game. Y'all making it rain, I remember the pain. Missing out money from that, I refrain. Must I sustain? We building some things. Rumbles a test, man, it made me the best. Conquer the stress, man, I mastered the test. Mentors, they tell me, they show me some things. I am reparations, I own everything. Made my first billion, so now I'm a ball. No knocking out miles, we coming for y'all. Makers, they love me, I keep them on call. Build me an army, I'm never gonna fall. Grinded, I got, man, I learned in the streets. Play chess economics, I eat while I sleep. Ask them about me, they say I get money. Truly a hustling, far from a dummy. Ask them about me, they say get money. Ask them about me, they say get money. Ask them about me, ask them about me. Ask them.
I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is blood money marathon. I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is blood money marathon. You can catch me with a dime piece. Me and the money inside me. Diamonds in my timepiece. Diamonds in my timepiece. Yeah. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on.
Jay-Z. 100 racks by December, maybe even November. I'm about that green like Kimber. Grind hard, go, can't go for pole. Rain, sleet, or snow, mail, gotta go. Better watch out. I'ma hit it up too. All my plays hit everything out. And I'm hitting it. Hold up, hit, diamond, hit, plays, hit. Hold up, hit, hold up, hit, diamond, hit, plays, hit.
Time in the check shop, I got money, moon, all that. You hitting right now, baby. Money back, yo, on this. Let's talk about it.
Better watch out, better watch out,
Diamond feels good.
Diamond, chain, better watch out,
Diamond that hitting, you try me, we hitting that beam on switching, no legend, I'm living, I get it, I spend it, y'all, yeah, we flip it, I stay on my pivot, you won't cut me slip it, like this, in front of me, they don't want war with me, 2 to 3, hit up everything in front of me, like this, in front of me, they don't want war with me, 2 to 3, hit up everything in front of me, like this, in front of me, they don't want war with me, 2 to 3, hit up everything in front of me, gotta be the day, try gunning me, still paid, we don't, that blow the green, I'm with that Draco, walking in places you can't go, I only fuck on them bad, hit it then pass it to Mundo, I need the cash pronto, I don't throw in a session like Romo. Ride with the 9 like I'm Rondo. Jug in the morning, Alonzo. Try to take my chain, I'm hin. Every player, yeah, I'm hin. Little baby, throw that, I'm hin. All the jewelry on me, know that it hin. 12 get behind me, I hit it. And with me, ready to hit. Mono on the base, it hit, you know that. Hit, diamond, hit, plays, hit,
Diamond feels good.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to our DJ Johnny Stilo.
Johnny Stilo.
This is Johnny Stilo. Man, that take me back to Passions right there, bro. Man.
Mind you, that was all local music, just not from Rhode Island.
Facts. That was all local hip hop from Rhode Island.
Not from Rhode Island, from around the U.S.
Oh, from around the U.S. Oh, that was all new. That was all the
All
new.
new.
That was all new music. All new music. That's what we like, man. And that's what we're gonna try to do. All new music. And we're gonna do a lot of local music too, because I feel like it's really good to see a local wave right now that's going on out here. It's really good to see, man. Like, it makes me very happy to see all the people supporting with the unity through the music community out here. It really blesses my heart to see that, because I know for a while there's been a lot of us that have been pushing for unity out here, where when I started doing getting into the music and getting into, you know, entertainment and the hip hop, you know, out here, a lot of it was left to us. A lot of what was left to us was in disarray. It was not organized, and a lot of things was pretty much the Wild West out here, where, you know, we really didn't have anything that was collectively bringing the hip hop together. Like, I remember back in the days, it used to be the Black Repertory Theater, and when it was on Westminster, and that was kind of like, that was the place where a lot of real hip hop MCs was going, and that was their place to get together and form the community. And I feel like after that place wasn't there anymore, I feel like, you know, the community, the hip hop community was just doing its own thing, which is great. It's good to see like people doing their thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like now, there's a lot more people that's really about bringing things together, and I'm really happy that's finally coming to be. I want to shout out my man Joe Bruce, who was on here the other day, the water bearer. Joe Bruce is really an amazing individual. He's very special. He's bright. I think he's great. Exactly what we need for this city, bringing the unity together. So go check out the playlist that he has for all the local music on Spotify, and I believe it's on Apple Play as well. It's called Roadie Raps. Check that out on Spotify, Roadie Rap. And that has all the top music, you know, top artists that's coming out right now currently, all the new local music that's good. There's really, really good music coming out from this state right now. And like I said, I could take this state on anywhere. Anywhere we could take people from this state, and they could match up anywhere in the world. I really believe that. So shout out to Joe Bruce for making that happen. And I really want to show some light on that. Because he's doing a lot of things to bring the unity together where there wasn't a lot of people that's doing that. But now it's good to see that some people are doing it, you know, but we got to remember it's still a process. The job isn't done. We got to keep sticking together. It's 401 or no one. Yep. So that being said, you know, we're going to move on. We have a new segment that we're going to bring every week with Jasmine's going to have her own segment. Where she talks about whatever she wants to, you know, bring to the table, and she has a lot of real talent for, you know, for writing. She loves to read, and I think having her own segment is going to be really a blessing for me to see, you know, things that's on her mind that she can speak on now, and it's just going to be I think it's going to be really good to have her own segment every week. So, yeah. So that being said, she's going to read, if she wants to explain it.
This is an article I wrote for the Gen Z We Want to Live blog. The prompt was pretty much how can education be prominent in activism. Honestly, when I first started it, I was having a lot of trouble just trying to get my ideas down because from first glance, you know, obviously education is important. Yes. But it was just trying to get the words out in a way that made sense to people, but also wasn't offensive, if that makes sense.
Right, because it's very easy to go out and put what you want to say on paper and offend people nowadays.
Right. Yeah. So this took me a few days to write. I had a lot of people look over it and give me their opinions, but this is the first time I'm reading it out loud to anybody. Like, I've never even read it out loud to myself, so this is the first time. People will tell you education is important for literally everything in life. To get a good job, to make a lot of money, to elevate yourself in society for an overall happier life. But no matter what reason you've heard throughout your life as an attempt to convince you to further your education, I can almost guarantee none of them included the fact that education plays a fundamental role in activism work. And honestly, why would they? Current school curriculums don't teach a history that aids activists. In fact, most school curricula don't teach history from a lens. Most school curriculums teach history from a lens so narrow, many students graduate from United States high schools without the tools to understand how the past has shaped the world around them. The first thing that anybody needs to know about education is that it's as dangerous as it is useful. And if schools teach you a truthful history, they're arming you with a weapon that's dangerous enough to bring down anything that has power over you. Those who pay attention are able to see how easy it is for one action to affect society for centuries to come. And while predicting the future is nearly impossible, it's important to know that once the past is forgotten, history has a tendency to repeat itself. It's easy to look back in time and realize that where we are now is not that far off from where we were 50 years ago. Know that fights, riots, and protests were happening. Look further. Dig deeper. Educate yourself and find out when the issue started, how it started, who started it. It may not be taught in schools, but there are resources out there. Seek them out. There are people that aim to hold us down and keep us uneducated about the truth of our history. Show them that they won't succeed, that we're breaking through their attempts to cloud an already obscure past in order to pave the way for a clear future with opportunity for everyone, not just the privileged few. Realize that activism is about more than just visible oppression. It's also about the oppression nobody talks about, the oppression that people don't notice is there, the oppression that people have ignored since the beginning of time. Activate for the history of people of color, beyond colonization, for non-abstinence sex education, for equal sex education opportunities for members of the LGBTQ+ community. Push for curriculum reform. Normalize the idea of a well-rounded education without the setbacks of discrimination based on sex, race, and sexual orientation. Whether it's in school or at home on the internet, education is the most important step of activism. It teaches you the gray areas of life that people deny exist. The humanities, like English and history, make clear that life isn't black or white and that society cannot thrive when there is no room for modification or adjustment. The sciences, like biology, health, and anatomy, teach you that your genitalia does not define you, that the color of your skin does not weaken or strengthen you. And at the end of the day, it is only logical we be treated as equals due to one simple truth. We are all human.
Wow, that's powerful. That was really good because I never really realized how important it was to reach out to people that of different, what's the word? Like how they see themselves. You know what I mean? Like how people see themselves.
How they perceive themselves?
Yeah, how they perceive themselves. Yeah, like their orientation or whatever orientation they are. I never realized that in schools, you really do have a lot of, children and young people out there that don't know where they are in life or whatever. So I feel like it's important that it's really important that people do have to sometimes go the extra mile to find out what's making some of these kids tick and what is really the best way to help them when you have kids that aren't really, they're going through a lot right now. I feel the youth is going through all the things that, we've been going through, adults, even older than me, my generation, the generation before me, going through back to like the civil rights movements, going back to all the way back to the beginning of America. There's been a lot of struggles. So I feel like the youth right now is going through all of these struggles at the same time right now. I feel like it's all hit the head right now where it's all the pressure for the children and the youth right now. They're seeing it at a much, much, much crazier rate than when we were their age. We didn't have any idea about a lot of this stuff that was going on in the world unless we physically watched the news every night. Or we talked about it the next day in school in whatever current events class we had or something like that. We didn't have access to a lot of this stuff when we were kids.
Right.
We were learning from what our parents told us, what our teachers told us. If we happened to catch the news, that's how we learned about a lot of current events. But we just relied on a lot of stuff that the school was teaching us.
And on top of that, I said in the article to have a more truthful education. I mean, obviously with that, a truthful education, but also encouraging the students to do their own research and form their own opinions about things. You can teach all the truth that you want, but if you're not letting these kids form their own opinions or find other resources that could show other sides of the situation, then you're not really helping anybody. It's
Yeah.
just
Yep. So more
a-
well-rounded
Yeah.
approaches.
Right.
Something more well-rounded where it's not just this or that, you know. Because it's hard for people to accept that the world's changing.
Mhm.
That it's not the same place that it was 10, 20, 15 years, 50 years ago. We're not living in the same place. It's a different world. We might physically be on the same planet,
Right.
but it's a whole different world now. So I've had to accept, you know, growing up kind of old school, not really old school. Like, there's more old school than me, believe it or not. Chaz. I'm not really that old school compared to some older people. There's some real old school people out there, but I am kind of old school, and I believe in a lot of stuff that, you know, some of the good, the moral things, you know, I took that and believed them in my life. But things are changing. So, like, little things when you talk about, like, sexuality, you know, sometimes the youth, they're not really sure what's what right now. Because when I was a kid, you know, it wasn't cool to be gay.
Mhm.
It wasn't cool to be a homosexual when I
Mhm.
was growing up. You know, people make fun of you or something like that, you know, and they would discriminate or whatever. Some people, you know, it'd be okay because I had to learn myself, and I feel certain people, like, I know your mom, she helped me understand, like, it's not cool to make fun of gay people
Mhm.
because she had gay friends.
Mhm.
So just things like that, I had to learn through other people to be more accepting
Mhm.
of people.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, obviously, if you're growing up with a certain mindset brought to you by other people that have a lot of influence over your life, then it's natural that you're going to believe the same things that those people believe. But if you go through life and you see the things that could help you change your opinion or could help you realize things or understand things differently and you ignore it, then that's when it becomes not okay. You know, you have to be open to hearing other people's opinions, and you have to be open to changing your opinion if it means siding with the right people.
Right. And me personally, as I believe in God, you know, I'm Christian. I believe in Christ, you know.
And you know, I'm not like religious, you
yeah,
know.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like someday, this is a discussion that we always have to have, and I don't mind that we do this live, you know, because I'm confident in our relationship, and I'm confident in you that we can do this, you know, in front of people. When we talk about this, and I'm not really worried about, you know.
I really don't have any problems talking about what I believe in front of other people.
So basically, I'm not really gonna get all into it right now, but you know, there's certain things that Christians believe, but there's also things that certain Christians are making Christians look bad by discriminating against, like, gays, homosexuals, and discriminating against, like, abortion and, you know,
Mhm.
pro-life, pro-choice.
Mhm.
I'm a Christian, but I'm pro-choice.
Mhm.
I believe that a woman's body is her body. That doesn't make me any less of a Christian, that I believe that Jesus came down and saved us
Mhm.
from sin by dying on the cross for all of us. I believe that. But I also believe that a woman's body is her own body. She should have the choice to do with her body what she wants.
Mhm.
I'm a Christian. I believe that there's a God, the Father, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus. I believe in all three of those things.
Mhm.
But I don't believe that it's not someone's choice to do what they want with their body, as long as, because we all have sin.
Right.
We all have sin within us. We all have we've all made mistakes. And Jesus is the one that was able to say, even though we make mistakes, we can ask for forgiveness, because Jesus was the one that died for that. That's why he died for us, for our sins, so we can have forgiveness.
Right. I'm never going to be the type of person that judges someone for whatever religion they follow, but I'll say it right now. I will judge you if you use that religion or you use that belief to oppress others, to bully others, to make other people feel like less than you. And
bullying
I'll say
is
that
the
right
key
now.
word
I'll say that
because
right
I see a lot of religious people are bullying people into doing what they have to do because I understand that you have an opinion and you feel that opinion deep inside of you so much to the point where you have to let people know, you know what I'm saying, what they think is right or wrong or whatnot. But at the same time, you gotta be more conscious about, you know, where the world is nowadays, and you can't just go ahead and make these types of stereotypes against people, whether they're Christian or not, or whether, you know, you know, you just can't make stereotypes about people. So I just feel like more talking about it is the only way that we can have people understand and like more awareness for it, and platforms where they're not going against each other like crazy, getting mad. Like, just more ways that we can communicate and talk about it where it's not so polarized, because I feel like right now the world is just a very polarized place. It's either this or that. You got to be with us or you go against us. You know, it's like, you know, one of those things. So
I think I agree with that, but I think there are some things. Like, I know a lot of people in my life that refuse to have conversations like this with me because they think that I'll attack them right off the bat. And I just want to say I'm 100% perfectly capable of having a conversation with people, but it gets to a point where if you're having a conversation with me just to spew racist crap or sexist crap or anything that's disrespectful to another human being, that's when I have a problem staying calm about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll sit here and I'll have a conversation about religion any day. You know, I'll sit here and have a conversation about politics any day. But if you're going to sit there and you're going to be disrespectful and hateful towards other people, then I'm not going to deal with that.
no, and you shouldn't have to. And unfortunately, that is where the world is going. So it's so polarizing that unfortunately we're gonna have to talk about it more. I want to say real quick, Mel Bynum's comment. We love Mel Bynum. She was here. She's been on our show, and she does really great things with the community, doing events and being outspoken for injustices and a lot of discrimination. And she made us this bagel picture.
It's beautiful.
The bagel poster, which is our first gift that we ever got for our podcast. So we love you, Mel. She says, "I like your Christ. I do not like your Christians. Your Christians are so unlike your Christ." And I can't even argue with that because you know what? I am a Christian, and there are Christians out there that make me look bad being a Christian. So I just want to say one thing. I want to say one thing about that. Let me help you understand more about what real Christianity is. Like any other religion, in Christianity, there's hardcore Christians that is old school, you know what I'm saying, that not going to believe any of this new stuff. They're going to believe strictly what the Bible says, word for word, however they translate it, and that's law. That's how they're going to believe. That's not Christianity. That is their version. That is like a denomination. You know what I'm saying? There's different denominations, like Catholics. There's different types of Catholics. You know what I'm saying? Different type of Christians. Let me show you what I believe as a Christian is not always what everyone else believes as a Christian. So that's all I could say. And then at the end of the day, I believe people will see that and not stereotype us, just like I can't stereotype others, and I won't stereotype others. But I think we could have a whole nother subject on that. Annie Lee Mendoza says, "Love your neighbor, lift each other up, not down." And Mel Bynum says, "Love you both." We love you too, Mel.
We miss you, Mel.
We miss you, Mel. Rhiannon Lee, that's my sister-in-law, that's my brother's wife. She said, being a good person and supporting others is what matters, not what God you do or do not believe in. And I believe that's true. Being a good person and supporting others is what matters. It doesn't matter what God you believe in, because if you're a good person, there's something, I believe there's something godlike in you if you're a good person. And Annie Lee Mendoza says, Christianity is your relationship with Jesus. And that's beautiful, because that makes it so it's taking away the context, putting Christianity in a box, that this is what it is. It says Christianity is your relationship with Jesus. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to believe this, that, and the other thing. You just have to have a relationship with God, and you could be a Christian. All right? So we're going to move on from that topic, which I think that was good. We definitely, and also there was some other things from that, what you just read, that was very important. You kind of talked about feeling the oppression. Mm-hmm. I want to get into that another day with you. We'll talk about how the youth feels oppressed. Because I know how I used to feel oppressed. And I know people still feel oppressed.
Hours.
Adults feel oppressed. I've seen adults who go in right now talking about that. I want to see how the youth feels oppressed as well. So we'll talk about that as well. Okay. But we'll do that next time, okay? Yep. And we're going to get into the last segment with Jeanville Chach after this quick break. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Not even. We're going to play like one or two songs. I know we got some people in the chat right now. So we're going to play one song, 2 songs, and then we're going to get Jeanville Chach right up here, and we're going to wrap up the rest of the show, all right? All right, Butter on a Bagel podcast.
What?
So we'll do that next time, okay? Yep. And we're going to...
Damn, it feels good. Damn, it feels good.
Money! Money. One big shout out to my guy, Get Money Gov. Talk about it.
Damn, it feels good.
Round. Play me too close, you get touched now. Moving to work in the cities, but turn, so what's up now? Watch enough rounds, so what's up now? Ain't no love here, tuck your bust down. Chaining them rings, run it up now. Get Money Gov from uptown, when we run wild, you on that side.
Damn, it feels good.
We taking it all around the world. 2020, something different, baby. Money.
Not one of them to round. Play me too close, you get touched down. Moving to work in the cities, but turn, so what's up now? Watch enough rounds, so what's up now? Ain't no love here, tuck your bust down. Chaining them rings, run it up now. Get Money Gov from uptown, when we run wild, you on that style. From the home of the break like a stepchild. You lame, I get hostile. When Harlem, we do it like mob style. Papa chauffeur, rockin' rock style. I talk it and live it and walk with the that stack up the figures like Rothschild. Yeah, but we vicious, them hammers be spittin', your body get hittin' and chunked out. I'm gangsta, my we dumb out. You the suckers and dumb foul. Took then your homie and now you don't know me, I'm up now. So what's up now? So you with bump style. It's fishy and bumped out. Never had many, you just all dancing with you. Sit the fuck down. Giving out handouts while everyone got the damn hands out. Frontin' then one talks nothing when you and your take grams out. So money, I got the fast route. Connect hoopty in the stash house. And if you keep talking your body, get choking at 6 in the morning. Shut your damn mouth. Big blunt on my lip. Baby, check my watch. You know I run the block. Hot boy, make it hot. Hot, make it hot. Hot boy, make it hot. Hot, make it hot. Hot boy, make it hot. See me in the foreign whip. Hold the wheel 12 o'clock. Glock on my hip. Pushing weight out the spot. Hot, make it hot. Hot boy, make it hot. Hot, make it hot. Hot boy, make it hot.
I went from beamers to Mollies to rolling the lack. Cases like caught and they took it right back. Struggling fought, stood up in court. Gambling lost and I got it right back. Spending them racks to get my life back. Who held it down? They thought I was trash. I sat back and laughed. Look, bitch, I'm back. Better than ever, as a matter of fact. Getting this bread up by any measures. A hustle by nature, the master of trap. Chopping and bagging and flipping for racks. Smacking the cheeks, I skeeted and laugh. All for the money, we living like fast. I ain't got words, you can stay in the past. But people look right. Million of ice ain't coming the bottom night. I'm better than mad with my swag. I can sell it if it in the bag. Cash in my mind, working the app. Pushing the ghosts with the fuck on my bag. The host with the most with the west coast and back. Get in the bag, fill it with rats. Making it hot wherever I land. Love me or hate me, double on the mat.
Damn, it feels good.
Most of the money, we living like fast. I ain't got words, you can stay in the past. But people look right. Million of ice ain't coming the bottom night. I'm better than mad with my swag. I can sell it if it in the bag.
Damn, it feels good.
Working the ass, pushing the ghost.
Yeah. Shout out Johnny Stilo doing it on the ones and twos. He dropped the bomb like it was flex, yo. I heard you, bro.
Yes,
I see
sir.
you, bro. Drop the bomb on him,
Gotta
Stilo.
do something different. Gotta do something different, man.
Yeah. Nah, you gotta get your own thing. You gotta get like the quarantine siren or something. With the quarantine stream out.
Had
out here.
one, but I
get the
thought
siren.
about doing it. I was like just instigating the whole COVID. Like, God don't be like low, no ugly, man. I've been at this 2020 so far.
That's how we just gotta get this we gotta get this platform up. So when you drop that siren on them, everyone hears it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna cook something.
Everyone's
I'm
gonna
gonna
hear
step in the studio now. Matter of fact, hold on, I'll be right back.
There is a studio here. We're in the Juice studio. We are in the Juice studio, and there's an actual recording studio here as well, where Stilo lays down the tracks up. He makes his beats and stuff. So if you ever need studio time, you come here. There's a studio here. There's a lot of studios popping up. If you ever need access to a studio, you know what I'm saying, just inbox me. You know what I'm saying? I could get you access to. There's a lot of great studio, a lot of people that you can trust with your music here. So if you ever need help, recording anything, just let me know. Shout out to Johnny Stilo. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Kathy Reddy.
To my mother, thanks for watching.
She said she birthed you, so she has to show support.
True, she has to. Absolutely obligated. Obligated.
That's good. So you got support of your mom. That's always a good thing. That means you're a good daughter.
I don't know if Trey's watching. Shout out to him too. He always gets mad if I don't.
Shout out to Trey.
Shout out to Trey. Shout out to everyone else. Shout out to Dylan.
Shout out my boy Kobe. I see you watching. I see the, let me throw the little.
Kobe, yeah. Who do you know in the chat?
Yeah, my boy Kobe Roderick. Yup, that's my guy. Shout out Kobe.
Annie Lee Mendoza?
Annie Lee, I know Annie Lee. Yeah. Shout out Annie Lee. I got a shirt coming for you as well. Should be there momentarily.
Oh, you got the merchandise coming out?
Yeah, I got some merch coming for her. She ended up winning a contest, showing support since jump. So I definitely appreciate you.
So what kind of merch you got coming?
Well, aside from the basic like Chach merch, that's kind of well rounded. I have the Goodfellas merch from the recent project that Zach and I had just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I have a shirt I'm actually wearing. I'll take my sweatshirt off in a little bit. It's ICB for the I Can't Move, I Can't Breathe.
I can't move, I can't breathe.
I cannot move, no, I cannot breathe.
Check it out on YouTube.
Yes, sir. And then just the regular Goodfellas hoodie. Says Goodfellas on the front, and then the back will display the logos of Zach and I, plus the back cover art with all the credits of everybody that pretty much either inspired us or helped us to create the project.
Yep.
So we just pretty much wanted to show some love and support to the people that were able to inspire us and pretty much possibly make the Goodfellas album come to light. So
that's what's up. That Goodfellas, that was really ill. And that was one of the cooler things that I seen over the summer where you guys took the Goodfellas theme of the movie Goodfellas and you turned it into a video, and the production was really good. It came out really clear, quality video. So tell us a little bit about that Goodfellas. What made you want to do that?
So, believe it or not, Zach, obviously the other person on the project, it all started with us in the studio. So, to kind of give you guys a little prior knowledge on how.
Wait, so where's Zach at though? Where's Zach at? He couldn't come?
He's actually he's not around. Honestly, he was supposed to come to the last one that we had, but then obviously all the through the whole
Things
COVID
got crazy,
stuff.
yep.
Yeah, and then like I said, this was just kind of last minute. So
right.
but A little prior knowledge on the relationship that Zach and I have, how we pretty much built that was he ended up reaching out to me. I believe it was via Instagram, and had a song for me. And honestly, it was one of the songs on Goodfellas, probably about a year and a half ago. And he reached out to me and he was like, oh, he likes my sound and stuff. So he just felt like we just kind of clash and just kind of make something happen. So I was like, dope. And at that time, I've never been to the Boiler Room. I wasn't going to the Boiler Room. I was mixing and mastering stuff myself. I had a little studio, Pro Tools set up and stuff. So I was just kind of perfecting my craft from there. He invited me over to the Boiler Room. That's where I met Merc. And he had a couple joints couple tracks that he wanted to cut. And then there was this one song. I think it was Would You Rather. It's called Would You Rather. It's on the tape. That's actually the first song that Zach and I created together. It was in the Boiler Room probably about a year and a half ago.
Word. Shout out to Boiler Room.
Yeah, without a doubt. And then from there on out, it was just chemistry. Chemistry built. We were there probably about once a week up until COVID. Every Monday, 2-3 hours, we would go there and just kind of chop it up, kind of just create, you know what I mean? Getting the creative juices flowing.
Word.
And then a year later, probably about a year later, we ended up, after quarantine, going back to the project. It wasn't really much of a project, just going back, and we're dabbling at the moment with like 5-6 songs. So we're thinking like, what should we do? Should we start dropping singles, or should we just kind of like put something together that kind of won't be
drop
able to
singles
be
or put like an EP together?
Exactly.
You
So
know?
that was the question at the time, and then so we didn't try to force it. We weren't forcing anything. The next song, literally the next song we made was the Goodfellas song. He ended up having a beat. We were listening to it, and then literally just in my head, like, we the Goodfellas, make the hood jealous, and then just boom, that was just the concept of it. So that was the subject matter. We're the Goodfellas. So that was the first song. And then we just kind of wanted to dive into it. We're like, oh, this is dope. We have a lot of songs that kind of fit the vibe of the album that we're trying to create. So we felt that putting the Goodfellas project together kind of wouldn't be, although diversity obviously is always key, it was kind of in its own lane, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't straying off. It was just very, very timeless, very like conscious music.
Keep it mafia.
Without a doubt, exactly.
You gotta keep doing mafioso.
Without a doubt. Couple made men, you already know the deal.
Made men, yeah. Especially out here, Providence, Providence, Rhode Island. There was a lot of
Raymond Patriarca, you know what I mean?
Like
Like
mobsters out here. It's the truth.
It was real for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, so pretty much just built up a couple songs. Got the cover art done, and then
I like the cover art. That cover art came out.
Shout
really
out to
good,
Nate
man.
Brown. He's the one who did my 9799. He's probably gonna do all my cover arts from here on out, as long as his availability is there. But yeah, he's very talented, phenomenal. Go check him out.
Word. Is that who put together?
Yeah, he did the Goodfellas. He did 9799 as well, which was my first album. So he did my solo album. He did honestly, he really does all my stuff. My singles, my single art, and Goodfellas. He's just very locked in, you know what I mean? And I feel like the situation that I'm in, shout out my cousin as well through the music, but I feel like quality is key.
Yep.
I feel like quality you kind of can't compromise in these stages because, and for myself, this is for myself speaking, because I feel all eyes are on us. So for all we know, the industry's watching, just waiting to find something that they feel will be able to be marketable. So I feel like if we're wasting time putting out mediocrity, and no offense to anybody else, this is like I said, based on how I feel. If I'm putting music out that's not 100%, it's not 100%, I don't feel 100% confident with it, I feel like I'm just kind of wasting my time, because I feel like I got 1 to 5 seconds to catch anybody's ear, whether it's in the industry, whether it's a fan. I feel like if I don't gain that attraction from it could be anywhere. You pick the middle of the song and the middle of my album, and then I want you to be able to vibe with it. You know what I mean? So pretty much that's where the quality came in. I linked up with Nate, so I'm pretty much just trying to build a team that's just like kind of in-house, that kind of be able to produce videos, albums, production, like on the beats as well. So pretty much just trying to build a brand that's impossible to be taken down.
Yeah, that's it. It's step by step, but it seems like you have a good goal as far as what you want your sound to be, and you're sticking to that, and it's definitely quality. How long you been rapping for? Like you been rapping your whole life? Like when did you start rapping?
So realistically,
or making music, should I say? Because
Yeah.
I know rapping is just everybody
Exactly,
rap when
yeah,
you was
like
a kid.
everybody's rapping,
We always
yeah.
rapping with kids, you know, in
100%.
school and all. But when did you really start making music serious?
So I was honestly, so I would listen to a lot of conscious music. I would listen to Nasir. I would listen to like Rakim, KRS-One.
Word.
Jay-Z is a very influential person in my life. So I would listen to these
Nas,
artists.
Rakim,
Nas,
Jay-Z. Yeah, I could hear that in your music too. I could hear
So, and Jay-Z was my mom's, one of her favorite artists, so she would just be playing him every single day. Like I'm talking like from the Black Album, Blueprint to just so on and so forth. So I would be listening to their music and I'd be like, damn, why'd they say it like that? They should have said this. They should have put that word in, or they should have switched their cadence up. Pretty much critiquing the greats, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And aside from the fact that I feel like that did make me slightly better because I'm kind of like watching, I'm watching greatness and kind of critiquing it and picking it apart. I'm starting to think to myself like, why am I gonna critique and try to change or try to think about what they should have did better rather than just doing it myself? Let's see what I could do with it. You know what I mean? And then it got to the point where I was kind of straying away, not really straying away because I wasn't there yet, but it was just kind of 16s. I thought if you wrote a dope 16 or a 32, like that was kind of as far as it went until I'm just pretty much just trying to stretch my vocals, stretch melodies, because I feel like I'm trying to be as diverse as possible while staying true to myself and my own lane. So.
Yeah, that's dope because
shout out Joe Bruce.
So you took inspiration. So you say you see Nas, you see Jay-Z, you see Rakim, how they doing. You say, oh, I could have maybe said that a little better. So that influenced you to go in and
do my own stuff. Yeah, because I'm like, these dudes are great. I can't take that from them. But instead of critiquing that, let me just try to critique my own raps because maybe they could get better.
That's what's up.
I'll be able to run with.
That's what's up. So where does the name Dreamville Chach come from? I know you're just known as Chach.
Yeah, so
but I know on Facebook it's Dreamville.
It's Dreamville Chach. Yeah. So aside from the fact that Zuckerberg kind of forces us to use a first and a last name, I didn't want to go with the Chach 401. Although that's where you can find me for the YouTube. First of all, shout out to Chachi from Pawtucket. He's
Chachi Carvalho.
Yeah, Chachi Carvalho. Yeah, definitely. So I'm Chach.
He's a legend. He's a legend out here.
Legend, pioneer. Very big fan. However, him and I, name-wise, don't have, obviously the fact that it sounds very similar, don't really have any connection. So long story short, shout out my boy John Doe, if you're watching this. A few years back, he ended up, like we were all smoking, like we were just chilling, knuckleheads, I mean, probably rapping and stuff, and he just was, I'm not sure if you guys seen the movie Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
But when they're all smoking in a circle, he's like, oh, inhale, Chachi, inhale, Chachi. So so that's where we were all in a circle and we were just chilling and he was just like, inhale Chachi, and then it was like, Chach, your name's Charles? You know what? I'm not calling you because my real name's Charles. So he was like, I ain't calling you Charles, I'm calling you Chach. That's your name, Chach.
All right.
And then from there on out, I just ran with it. And the Dreamville, that's my guy. Cole's my guy. Shout out Cole. I've been on a Cole wave since the warm up.
Cole World.
You know what I mean? Cole World, 100%. So that's aside from the fact that obviously I'm trying to just build a brand that's possibly just independently. Shout out to Mac Miller, rest in peace, Mac Miller. That just be able to kind of be impossible to shut down. And nor do I want to speak too much. I feel like Dreamville would be a very good destination for myself to possibly, because I feel like that label is very free when it comes to like how you create your music, how you drop your music, where you drop your music, masters, ownership, stuff like that. I feel like Cole was a sacrifice for his artists to be free for themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like that would be a very good platform for myself. That's why I want to take back Destination, because I feel like there's no real destination for myself, because I'm growing. It's continuous.
It's limitless.
Limitless, exactly.
But yeah, so you heard it here first. You know, there's a lot of artists getting signed from out here lately. So, Dreamville, we got one here. We got one right here. So you heard it here first. We got one.
That's love.
We got one. Trying to tell y'all. So Nah, that's dope. So you're definitely hip to, because that's what a lot of things out here come down to is, is you showing homage to the people that came before you. Sometimes in the hip hop world, a lot of people have no idea who came before. Like, who is it? Like, Lil Nas X. Like, you never even listen to Nas or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, they never heard. Like, what was it, Kodak or something like that? I forget who it was, but. I mean, so you're hip to,
100%. That's
because Chachi Cavallo is a legend out here.
Without a doubt, pioneer, and I'll never
So,
take that
Chach.
from him. He the GOAT, without a doubt. Shout out Chachi Cavallo
Word, so
for
you
sure.
you hip, man. That's good. That's good to hear, bro. So what's the next moves that you got coming up? As far as I know, you said you had the merchandise coming. I know you just dropped the official video for Great.
Yeah, Great. That's actually.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
That was actually that was the first song I ever heard you, because I really just started getting into your music like just recently.
Yeah,
through
nah, that's
COVID,
real.
I'm listening
That's
to
love.
a lot more local stuff too, and I always love local music anyway. I thought we always did have a sound out here, and it's really starting to come together. But yeah, that Great. That was a vibe, man. That was a vibe. What makes like what kind of work does it take for you? Do you put in to make something like that happen? Like, what is it natural, or does it actually take hard work? Because I know sometimes it takes hard work. Or is it more natural to you?
So it's tough because with me making a lot of the music that I make, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's just the most the most effortless, like boom, I could just make it happen. But I also wanna go back to what I believe Joe Bruce said last week, how he feels. Shout out Joe Bruce.
Shout out Joe Bruce, Water Bear.
100%. How he feels that he ain't even taking credit. You know what I mean? He doesn't even take credit because he feels like it's the universe. He's a vessel. You know what I mean? Like he's a middleman to get that message across to the people who need it and the people who are trying to get the message across. But aside from that, I feel like when I create, it honestly all starts off with kind of like just bobbing my head to the beat and then just trying to stay on the melody. So when it's Great, honestly, that was probably like freestyle. I mean, I probably was just in my head or I'm just trying to be great. So then I just took that and then I take that concept, like I'm just trying to be great, and I feel like we can all relate to that, aside from whether you're a district manager at Foot Locker or you own a restaurant or shout out D-Spot as well, or you just pretty much whatever you're trying to do, we're all trying to be great. Whether you're a teacher and all you want to do is teach kids and you want them to be great, you know what I mean? We're all trying to be great. So I feel like that was a concept that we could kind of all relate to. So I feel like I come out with the hook. And this was for this particular song because sometimes the
well, don't give away your secrets though.
Never
away
that.
the secrets,
Never that.
man. You
Pretty
ain't
much
gotta
the
do
hook,
that.
and then just trying to just dabble with the verse, because I feel like sometimes like I'll write something right after this, and then it possibly could go to something for next project. You know what I mean? But aside from that, I feel like I use 99.9% of the stuff that I write. Whether you guys heard it yet, it's definitely in the works of being put out.
So you write everything.
100%. Yeah, nah.
You don't have no ghostwriters, or you're not taking stuff
it's
from
all
nobody
Chach.
else. That's
I write
all
all my stuff 100%.
Word.
Nah, I don't know any ghostwriters. I know a couple people that are
I'm not
kind of
saying nothing.
But yeah, I'm not saying I don't know. I know a couple artists. Yeah, nah, 100%. Asking, yeah, I know a couple artists that are kind of building their career off of ghostwriters. Those ghostwriters aren't from Rhode Island. I feel like anybody with some talent, I feel like Joe Bruce could ghostwrite for somebody, you know what I mean? So I feel like, honestly, it all depends on what your lane is, what your mission is. But as far as your question, I don't feel like there's too many out here. And if there are, they're not really pushing that.
Nah, I was just joking. I know you write all your own shit, bro.
Nah.
I know you. I know that I can probably guarantee you writing all of that, bro. Because
Yeah, definitely.
Just ain't no ghostwriting out here, man. We got all original artists out here. So when it comes to like coming out and dropping this music, like what do you want the message to be? Like when it's said, what's the message that you're trying to put out there with your music? Like what's
So I feel like the overall message is the same, but I feel like it's gonna grow and slightly switch up as I grow. My message in the beginning was to just speak to the kid in my position, you know what I mean, that lost his mom at 9, 10 years old, who didn't have a dad, older sisters.
Sorry.
No
Sorry to
problem
hear
at
that.
all. So pretty much that just like literally just able, because I was in foster care since I was like 10 years old, 10, 11 years old. And I was just living with strangers, in and out of strangers' house. Like, how am I supposed to feel comfortable with somebody I never even met before? So pretty much where it started was I just wanted to have a message out, pretty much a kid that's in my position just to have a way out, you know what I mean? Put the headphones in and listen, like, damn, this kid right here feels the way I feel, you know what I mean? Like, also, he's overcoming it. It's possible for me, you know what I mean? I don't want to make it sound too cliche and stuff, but just long story short, like, we could really make this happen. Like, any kid, like, if you're out there and you feel like you're down bad, your head's down, and just nobody's there for you, there's always somebody in your corner rooting for you, whether it's a Joe Bruce or a Chach or a Wayne Allen, you know what I mean? Like, there's always somebody that's in your corner that's going to be rooting for you. So what my message was, and continuously is just keep pushing forward, because at the end of the day, I feel like growth is inevitable. Like, we're all going to grow as long as you give 100%, you're going to get it back. Whatever you give is what you're going to get in any situation. So,
Yup. That's great, because the struggle is real. The struggle is real out there. So keep your head down, one foot in front of the other. Keep marching forward. You know, slow progress is better than no progress sometimes. And you just keep moving forward. But I feel like you're not, I feel like that, I've only heard about you lately, but I feel like your music has jumped, is advanced. I feel like your music is pretty advanced for someone that hasn't been out doing, like, been out here in the game for that long. Like, I know
100%.
artists out here that's been in the game like 10 years or whatever, before a long time. And I just feel like the music right now is starting to hit. Like, the music we have coming out is hitting. There's always been good music out there, and I don't prescribe to people saying, oh, the music's only getting good now, because I don't believe that. The music has been good.
100%.
I just feel like there's more good music coming out now, and they're just, maybe the sound, maybe there's better engineers out here. Like, you know, I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's more music coming out that's really good. There's always been great artists. How do you see yourself, you know, now and then in 5 years from now? Like, what do you see for yourself?
well, for myself, I feel like I was saying before, my whole goal is to try to be as diverse as possible, and get my message across while still staying true to myself.
Facts.
So I don't want to make it seem like, and I know a lot of people that think like, oh, this is a banger, who should we get on this song? You know what I mean? Like, who in the artist should we come up, like, who in the industry we should come up with 20, 25,000 and get them on this song, like, feature-wise. I don't feel like that's productive. I feel like you should search for what's genuine, rather than just following a wave. Because, I mean, what happens with a wave? It just gets washed up on shore, no? And eventually a new wave's going to come, and a new wave's going to come, and all you're going to be is just the seaweed on the shore. Aside from if you were to just be the one to create the wave. Now you're continuously coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you're just the water itself.
Yeah, man.
That's not leaving the ocean. Shout out to Ocean State 401.
Bro, you're preaching right now, bro.
That's
You're
love.
spitting facts. I always said that too, man. You know, you could ride a wave, but you could be the ocean. What if you could be the ocean?
Exactly. To
You
push the
know,
wave out. Like, shout out Flawless. Like, Flawless, he hasn't, I feel like he's an artist that hasn't really
Flawless, man.
And I'm not taking away from anybody, because there's so many people out here, but he's just one person in my head that stayed true to himself. Like, he's not out here trying to fit in the industry. Like, he's just speaking, and he's just letting you know. And even in the TV series that he ended up doing, Rhythm and Flow, like, he was just so true to himself. Like, that's just Rhode Island. Like, I feel like that's one thing that we do have, with the specific artists that we do have. They are genuine and they stay true to themselves. So I feel like that is a pro that we do have.
Word. Nah, Flawless, shout out to Flawless. He's another animal, man. He's just a whole nother animal. His energy, raw energy, every time I see him perform, that energy is just unmatched. Do you feel that too when you perform, or like when you come out? What's that like? Like, do you get that? Like, I used to play sports. You know, Jazz, she plays sports, so that adrenaline rush. Like, what's that like when you perform?
I've always been a kid, like even in school, and I've always gotten better. But I was always the kid that I'm not gonna say always fiend for the center of attention, but I feel like if it was presented, I just don't fold. So being in the position that I am right now, I feel like I'm slightly like introverted, unless it would be like a situation like this where it's like, all right, we're stepping out in the interview or we're stepping out. So when I honestly when I do shows, first of all, I don't even smoke, I don't drink, I don't do anything like that. I go in focus, but the energy is kind of based off of the crowd. So honestly, the last show I did at the Met right before quarantine. Shout out to Cynicis, shout out my cousin Jameer.
Oh yeah, the Met.
Shout out Sparker, yeah.
Sparker,
yeah,
man.
Shout out
Sparker,
100%. That
Yo,
was a very dope
I got
show.
his new album too, man.
Yes,
I've
sir.
been listening. He's good. So you performed at the Met?
Yeah, performed at the Met. Honestly, I ended up performing Zach and I SOBs in New York. Like we ended up winning the Funk Flex, the trophy song. Shout out Bodega Los. We ended up winning trophies. The Hot 97 holiday season, we ended up going and opening up for A Boogie's artist, Trap
word?
Manning. So it's dope. Like pretty much we're just building like I'm just
That's
building.
my favorite station, Hot 97. I
Oh,
know
Hot 100%. Like
everyone loves the the Power 105 now because, you know, they got
Hot
Angie
97, you
Martinez
can't,
and, you know, DJ Clue. DJ Clue runs the city. DJ Clue runs the city. But I'm old school. I'm Hot 97 guy.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah, so shout out them. We ended up but long story short, I say that to say this. I've pretty much been aside from the strand, because I feel like that's one thing that I do want to get under my belt. Although it's very tough right now, the COVID
It's tough,
situation and
man.
stuff. I hope that we're all staying safe, we're all staying healthy, happy and productive, so we can kind of transfer from the COVID situation that we're in right now to where we possibly was before.
We're just getting
phase
through
one.
it, man.
Exactly.
We just gotta get through it. What do you see when things open back up? What do you see? What's some of the moves you see yourself doing when things open back up?
For myself, well, I feel
In
like
a perfect world, what is you trying to do?
in a hit.
You know what I'm saying?
In a perfect world, what I would want to do is get at least 2 shows a month, maybe 3 shows a month. I want to do a lot of giveaways. Aside from the fact that I can do that right now, I want to just be very interactive with the community. I ended up doing a video as of lately, and it was in North Park, right off of Plainfield Street, and there was just a bunch of kids, and they were just like, oh, I could be in your video. They're just shooting, playing basketball, and it was just so genuine. It's stuff like that honestly, that makes me feel better than going to the club and popping a bottle. Like, I'd rather play basketball with a bunch of youngins that need some guidance, you know what I mean? All they have is a basketball on that court, you know what I mean?
Right.
And the same thing for myself. So I feel like, I don't know, just
So having that heart for people when you want to give back, or you see someone you want, like a kid in the community, you want to give back to them. Does that come from how you were raised, like as a child, maybe the struggles that you went through as a child?
I feel like subconsciously that's the case. Aside from the fact that I genuinely just sometimes I feel bad, you know what I mean? Like I feel bad, like I'm blessed. I feel like the fact that we're here, we're breathing, we're healthy, we're warm, we're blessed.
Facts.
It's like 30 degrees outside. There's somebody out there with no sweatshirt, you know what I mean? And we're like, damn, I can't get this Domino's, or these shoes I missed on, or I can't do this. So I feel like subconsciously, I have that in my brain, like somebody's got it worse, so chin up, you know what I mean? But I
Chin
feel like,
up, man up.
Yeah, I feel like that's how it's got to be. Only because everybody's got it worse, you know what I mean? In any situation.
Yep.
So I feel like it's almost doing somebody a disservice, making it seem like what your blessings are worse than their struggles, you know what I mean? Which is
wow, man. I really hope you blow, bro. I really hope you make it big, bro.
That's love.
Because I know the power that you'll be able to have to give back to people. And even if you don't, you know, sometimes it's not about being famous in the whole world. Just that heart that you have, you're gonna be able to help people no matter what. But I really do hope that you blow up, bro.
I appreciate
and
you.
people really start taking you more serious than they are. Because I feel like every time I've mentioned you, they be like, oh, yeah, he's dope. You know what I mean? Even DJ Ruckus. DJ Ruckus.
Shout out DJ Ruckus.
I said,
That's my
oh,
guy.
he said, who you got today? I said, I got Jimbo Chach coming. I got Chach coming. I was like, he's good. He's like, yeah, he's good. He's good. He knows.
Shout out Ruckus.
So,
He does nothing but show love every time he's like walking past Foot Locker or something, comes in, lets me know like I see you
Yeah.
working and shit. So that's
Yeah.
love. I appreciate all the support from
Yeah,
everybody.
shout out to Ruckus, man. Shout out to Ruckus. You know, holding down this platform. He's had a platform for the people for a while now. So now that's why we choose to do our show here, is to help, you know, whatever we can do to help.
Nah, this
and
is
he's
very
got
dope.
the oldest, you know, one of the better platforms out here, I believe. So we only got a couple minutes left, man. I kind of wanted to see if we get a cipher, man. Get a cipher, but you know, at least maybe like a freestyle or something. You up to it, bro?
Yeah, I thought.
Cause we got like 20. We had like 30 something people in the chat. We had like 30
Yeah, we
something.
got like
people in the-
22. Drop a little
20
shum shum.
So I think, does the chat want to hear freestyle? Cause I could drop a beat real quick.
Drop
I think they definitely want to hear about
They
it.
might
They
want to
wanna
hear
hear
something.
Hyping you up the whole time.
They hyping it. Nah,
Yeah.
you definitely got some followers, man. You got, shout
Definitely
out
wanna
Charlie
hear something.
Wingate.
Shout out Charlie Wingate.
Charlie Wingate out. He's supporting.
Shout out Charlie JJ. That's all the way out in Cali. That's West Coast love. Shout out Charlie. Shout out my boy Connor Lee.
Victoria Gilbert.
Yup. Jennifer April.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up this instrumental real quick because we got 4 minutes. So where's it at, bro? Music. See, right now I'm on Visionary's website. My man Visionary, he's our eye in the sky. He's holding it down. The AV audiovisual.
100%. All love. All
New
love.
England Tech, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like me. And he got the ill website. So we're on his website. I'm under music.
Shout out my
What's
boy
that,
John
Field
Bagley.
Hand?
Shout out Bagley.
All right. All right, ladies. So yeah, this is 4 minutes. This is a 4 minute one. So we ain't gonna do 4 minutes though.
Yeah,
But I know
let's
you
see what we
could.
got,
But
see what we got.
All right, so we're gonna do a quick freestyle, man. We're gonna do a freestyle with Dreamville Chach. AKA,
Shout out my
what's
boy
that,
John
Field
Bagley.
Hand?
Shout out Bagley.
All right. All right, ladies. So yeah, this is 4 minutes. This is a 4 minute one. So I ain't gonna do 4 minutes though.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I know
let's
you
see what we
could.
got,
But
see what we got.
all right, so we're gonna do a quick freestyle. Dreamville Chach.
Shout out my boy John Bagley. Shout out Bagley.
I know you could, but
Shout out my boy John Bagley. Shout out Bagley. Shout out my boy John Bagley. Shout out Bagley. Shout out my boy John Bagley. Shout out Bagley. Shout out Caro Barbershop.
oh, you got the beat. All right, we got two. Am I still on this? Are we still on?
I don't think I'm on. I don't think I'm on. Yeah. And I'm on. And I'm on.
Is these mics on though?
Yeah. Yep. Now they're on.
Okay. All right.
My apologies for anybody that
we
couldn't
try
hear
to
it.
do the quick freestyle, but you know, we jumped the gun. But we're gonna invite him back when we do the cipher. We're gonna do the cipher on December 1st, and we're also gonna absolutely love to have him back for that cipher. And we're gonna do a freestyle at another time because
Fire.
You already know how he gets down. So everyone in the chat right now already know how he gets down. If not, go on YouTube. Check out Dreamville Chach on YouTube.
Just
and
Chach
all
on YouTube.
platforms.
Chach 401 on YouTube.
Chach 401.
Yeah. Chach on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all that, all streaming services. Yeah. Dreamville
On
Chach.
all platforms. Check out Chach 401. Yo, it was a pleasure to have you here, my brother.
Pleasure's
It was
all
really
mine,
good
my
to
brother.
meet you,
Appreciate
man.
you.
It was dope. You know.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
Definitely have you again sometime. And yeah, we had a great time. Thanks, Jasmine, for being here with us.
Thank you for sure.
Visionary holding it down. Johnny Stilo.
Shout out Stilo.
Yeah, and this is Butter on a Bagel podcast.
What?
Feel I'm running out of time. When it's my time to shine.
And he gon' tear their ass
When it's my time to shine.
Okay, my dad and my mom are mostly one of the same. My mom played both roles that caused nothing but pain. So as I carry on the day, looking nothing but plain, knowing well my pops is locked up in bundles and chains. And it's been 7 years since my mom got put in that grave. Don't think I'll ever feel again, my heart is filled up with rage. Cause if my life was like a book, I'd be stuck on a page from like 5 years ago. But granted, nothing's the same. It's kinda hard to point the finger when there's nothing to blame. Even harder becoming rich when there ain't shit to obtain in this little ass state. So I fill up the page with my life in an ink form with hopes of getting a raise from a job I barely like, but shit, I gotta get paid. Cleaning up after all these people start to feel like a maid. But all these managers and owners feel like they got it made. Ain't felt this way before. I know my mind is locked in a maze, and Erin's looking down, so I know she's probably amazed. Probably question what's going on because I'm not who she raised. Contemplating suicide, I hope this feeling never stays. I substitute that for a crime or wave and try to catch a case. Cause I heard that that's the biggest sin, and all of this is coming from not a soul ever listening. You think it's petty, but it's heavy. I done paid my dividends. Stiffer like I went on trial and ready for sentencing. I ain't even living, man. Feel like I ain't lived yet. So much up on my plate, so much weight on my chest. I bench press. I'll smile in your face, shake your hand, but just know I've been stressed. Just to cry for help, just in case you have any interest in my well-being. If not, that it is invisible. And even if it wasn't, they never asked what got into you. They brush it off, dismiss it. They wonder why you so cynical. I'm a troubled individual. I had bad habits way before I knew what the pen could do. Causing more damage than the sword, so had to pick and choose. Always the type to bend the rules. Glad to say I